been advocating for
Call
my
it in.
vote. Well,
Let's head east. Bucks Celtics knotted in a game apiece. Lots of talk after game 2. How well the Celtics have defended Giannis. Holding Giannis to 38.5% from the field through 2 games. That's good defense. You know what makes for even better defense, guys? How about having a Defensive Player of the Year in the lineup? Marcus Smart reportedly back for Game 3 tomorrow. They can use him. All right, Twan, who wins Game 3? Bucks or Celtics?
I think the Bucks win Game 3. I think they bounce back. I think they understand now what the Celtics are trying to do offensively and defensively. The Celtics are going to shoot 45 to 53s, and they're going to see if they can make 23s a game. I think they, with the size of Giannis and Brook Lopez, they really established themselves as they're going to dominate the inside of the paint and not give the Celtics layups, take away their transition buckets. I just don't feel like the Celtics can muster up enough points in other areas to be able to win this series, let alone Game 3. I think they don't get out on the break. They don't get anything going to the basket. They're not a post-up team, so they're relying so heavily on the three-point shot. It's going to be very difficult to beat the Bucks, which is a more balanced team when it comes to shooting threes, getting to the basket, and then having Giannis, who I think figured it out the second half of Game 2 on how the Celtics are going to guard him and how he needs to go to the basket to finish. So I like the Bucks to take care of the Celtics in Game 3.
Well, Twan, let me start with this. I do think whichever team loses to the next game, I think it's tomorrow, right? Whichever team loses Game 3, I believe wins Game 4. So I think we're leaving Milwaukee 2-2. I picked the 7-game series, and I picked the Celtics because somebody on this show has to ride for the Celtics since Twan just isn't riding for his former team that he starred for. So I'm riding for him. And look, I'm going to be honest. Y'all know Nick jokes about it. Dripping with objectivity. I really am objective. And I'm thinking I got Milwaukee winning Game 3. I do think they win Game 3. I still got the Celtics in 7, but I think Milwaukee wins this game. I think going back to home, Giannis, we know they've held him under 40% shooting the first 2 games. I think he does have somewhat of a breakout game at home. Is much more efficient. And I think on the other side, the Celtics, who made 20 of 43 threes, 46% in Game 2, I don't think they're as hot on the road in Game 3 as they were at home. So I think Bucks win tonight, and then Celtics even it up in Game 4.
Antoine, don't let Brew bully you for being a Celtic and not picking the Celtics. Just tell him, as he always likes to say, facts over feelings, head over heart. You're giving your analysis of the game. Here's the deal. America, I've given out 4 NBA playoff picks, gambling picks to the public this year. They're 4-0. I already gave you one today. Dallas, -1 tonight. I'm giving you a second. Milwaukee, -3. In some shops, you can get it -2.5 on Saturday. Milwaukee rolls. This is at least a 9-point victory for the Milwaukee Bucks. Go a little 2-0. So Milwaukee wins. Giannis is great. They hit their shots. The role players are good. They're up 2-1. The question is it going to be 3-1? But we can discuss that on Monday. Milwaukee absolutely rolls on Saturday.
Game 3 plus bonus Knicks pick. Do it. Get it. Moving on, talk some Luka. Mavs have any shot to make this a series as it shifts back to the Suns? Dallas in an 0-2 hole already, not because of Luka, at least not because of his offense. Luka Doncic averaging 40 points for the series. Problem is, got to play defense at some point, and the Mavericks were outscored by 28 points with Luka on the floor in Game 2. Broussard, you called it embarrassing. You give the Mavs any chance to make this series competitive? Any at all? Just a small one?
Well, okay, what's the catch, Jenna? There has to be a catch to this question. This can't just be a straight-up question. Really? It is?
Yeah.
No.
That's the question.
Look, they are leaving Dallas. The Dallas Mavericks are leaving Dallas down 3-1. No question about it. Now, the only question about it is if they get there. If they leave Dallas.
3-1.
All right, because I'm being generous by saying they're going to leave Dallas because a sweep is definitely in play But, hey, I'm playing with house money at this point. My Suns
like
look great. Knicks, Mavericks. Mavericks look horrible. So, hey, I'll give them a game, sure. They'll go out in 5. Here's the thing, Nick, that works against the Mavericks making this thing competitive. I gotta believe, and they'll never admit it, but I gotta believe morale in that locker room is low. All right, very low. Because I told you yesterday, it was the 11th straight time they've lost to the Suns. Those guys have never, they can't point to any moment in time where they beat Chris Paul in a Phoenix uniform. That's got to be demoralizing. All right, secondly, your coach, who I love, Jason Kidd, but he's all but calling everybody but Luka trash. I mean, after the first 2 games, it's like, look, Luka's been awesome. We just need somebody to step up. My good kid, can he get a little help? And the guys in that locker room, the Rick Brunsons and Spencer Dinwiddies and the other guys, they have to be saying, okay, the style, the way we're playing is tough. But also, Luka, if he's so great, thinking it, they're not going to say it. Well, he's getting torched on defense. They are hunting him big game. All right? And you're sitting here talking about how great he's playing. He is great offensively, but he's getting destroyed because his dad, short American dad, never taught him how to play defense. Put up stats, Sonny. That's all that matters. All right, listen, so no, they're not making this competitive. They're not.
Speaking of dads, I don't know that they have invited Jalen Brunson's dad, Rick, into the locker room. Nothing screams Broussard's journalism background from the 90s that he just has a mental block that it is Jalen Brunson, not Rick Brunson. I love it every time. Right. Nobody
you're
the only person that remembers Rick Brunson. It's like, good shooting guard for the Knicks in 93, and he just always calls him that. But that doesn't matter. Now let's get to the actual point here. First of all is this. I will deal with a lot on this show. I will not deal with Kevin Wildes, because I feel like he infected Broussard on this. Just wait. I already know, buddy, what you're going to do. After years of writing love letters to Donovan Mitchell, all of a sudden acting like a superstar on offense that has some limitations on defense makes him a massive liability. I won't take it. I won't handle it. Not after we've given MVPs to Steph Curry, not after we've given MVPs to Nikola Jokic, not after you're scouting apartments for Donovan Mitchell. This is all because Reggie Miller in the broadcast kept harping on the point in the fourth quarter. Luka's he was a bad defensive game. The idea that he all of a sudden is this unplayably bad defensive player, it's just not true. Luka's been first